I've been trying to get to sleep tonight. Tonight is November 9th, 2024. It's about 4 days after the election. And I keep on thinking that I'm going to wake up and this is all just going to be a bad dream. I'm sure everyone who has supported Kamala and despises Donald Trump has probably felt the same way. We're all trying to figure out ways to calculate what went wrong and if it's something that we can avoid in the future. Quite frankly, I think more people are thinking about the immediate future than 4 years from now. But I see this as a necessary evil. I think I mentioned it in one of my other videos. This country has to come to, unfortunately, hit rock bottom before people realize the freedoms that they have and how to utilize those freedoms. They just can't, hey, I have freedom of speech and arbitrarily just go out and say exactly what, say whatever it is you want to say, which could be, detrimental in the long run. For instance, Donald Trump, ever since he's been running for president, for the last 4 years, this man has been able to speak whatever he wants, whenever he wants. All the media outlets cover it, and then they wonder why the general population is getting all this screwed and wacky information. This man comes out and says anything he wants to say. The media covers it, but no one really refutes it except for a few talking heads on some of these more liberal channels. But Fox News, oh man, these guys really, they just open up the floodgates, and they've got a huge audience of individuals who are unwitting. And they suck in all this information that is false, and then they make their decisions based on that. These are things that we have to fix. We have to fix how we get our information and not be so focused on social media. Now, I'm not going to bash social media because, hey, look, I'm on YouTube and I'm on TikTok spreading these messages, so it does have some benefit. But when people allow to spew lies and they're not fact-checked, this is a result of that. Now, I can say that a lot of the people, not a majority of the people, voted for Trump because they just felt, a guy made a comment on one of my videos the other day. He said something to the fact that it was a snake story I was telling, and he says that the Democrats are low, they lie in the grass, and they go around like snakes. He said, not like Trump, he's a lion, and he went talking about all these brave things, this, that, the other thing. He speaks his mind. This is what the impression they get of this guy, and no one is. Well, I wouldn't say nobody is. You have a lot of channels that actually, push back, but a lot of influential channels that just don't fact check them. They don't say, hey, look, no, that's not right. That's not right. And also, people should do their own due diligence. I mentioned that earlier. Do your own, do your own homework. Don't rely on these outlets in order to tell you what to give you the information that you need. You got to remember, these outlets are owned by these oligarchs, and that's what I was explaining in another video. These oligarchs are the multi-millionaires, the multi-billionaires, the Jeff Bezos, the Elon Musks, the Bill Gates, the Harlan Crow, the Koch brothers, you just name it. All these people have a investment in the United States. Their investment is to keep the general voter stupid. Stupid in many ways, not just for presidential races, but in other ways as well. These guys control just about every industry, and their motto is give less, get more. Give the population just enough for them to get by. Keep the prices high. keep them in the dark. That's what these guys do. All these big corporations. We need them because we can't make these products ourselves. But they also need us too to buy their products. So that's where they have the control. It's sort of a symbiotic relationship to where one hand washes the other, but we are always getting the short end of the stick, because it goes back to the old adage: whoever owns the gold makes the rules. This is what people have to understand. The United States gives us the impression that we have all this power, that our vote makes a difference, and that we actually make our own path. And in some regards, that's true. But in some instances, as I said, the man who makes the gold makes the rule. The guy who owns the gold makes the rules. And as long as it's lopsided like that, and big companies and multi-billionaires are able to involve themselves in our electoral process, it's always going to be that way. So basically, this needs to crash and burn. And it will. It will under Donald Trump. Until people wake up and they realize what's right in front of them. They'll realize the lies and the antics were all a show. See, people like Donald Trump and the leaders of this country are puppets. The real puppet masters, the guys that are pulling the strings up on top, they're these oligarchs, the guys who own the gold. And if they want something done, throw millions of dollars at it, have these guys do a dance. Donald Trump is an actor. Not a very good one, but he's a useful idiot. These guys are using him like puppet masters, and a lot of other politicians as well. Look, if we don't fund you, you don't get reelected again, or you don't get elected to begin with. We all think it's the sentiment of the American people. But keep in mind, where do most people have their heads nowadays? In phones, on the computer. Very, very few people, well, I'm not saying very few, a lot of people do, but there's a large amount of people too that just don't pay attention. Just don't pay attention. There's a lot of intelligent people that are ill-informed, and there's a lot of not intelligent people that are informed. You put that together, and you get something like this. That's unfortunate. Donald Trump said back in 1998 that he likes the Republican Party because he says it's full of stupid people. If he would ever run for office, he would choose a Republican Party. And I think I put a video up on it, so go ahead and check it out when you get a chance. I have it on YouTube. I put it up on TikTok, but they took it down. I put it up again, they took it down again. Say something about the community harmony or some BS like that. But anyway, I'm sort of ad-libbing again. But he went on to say that he likes the Republican Party because they're full of stupid people, and that he knows that they'll listen to anything on Fox News, and Fox will and they'll go ahead and believe anything he has to say. So there's that. And he's absolutely correct. And of course, he called this back in 1998, 20 some odd years ago. And it's true that those aren't my words; those are his words. And if you want, leave a message in the comments. Say, hey, look, I want that information. I want that news clip. Hey, I'll send it to you. But he's absolutely right, though. I mean, hey. So anyway, I've been up a little bit. Have had a hard time to get to sleep, so I decided I was going to get on and do a little video, just a little bit of venting and what have you. Maybe tomorrow I'll come up with something else. I got a lot of things on my brain housing group. I don't like to complain all the time. I like to be constructive, but I just wanted to run that by you guys a little bit and just, I know we're all hurting right now. We're hurting real bad. And it's not going to go it's not going to go away anytime soon. I don't even think it's going to get better anytime soon, because we still have this run up to the inauguration, and then of course the inauguration itself with this pompous idiot, and then of course all the things that he's planning to do. Him and his cronies are already in the works, planning all these good things for the American people. But what the people who voted for him don't understand is that, yeah, he may be screwing the people that didn't vote for him, but everyone's going to be in the same mix. The Democrats are going to be hurting, but the Republicans are under the same type of anarchy that the Democrats are, or supposedly the people he's going to go after. So if we suffer, they suffer. Now I'm an independent voter, but I lean Democratic because the Republicans over the last who knows how many years have just been, you know, cuckoo for Cocoa Pops. But anyway, so I'll get back with you. As I said, I got a couple of things on my mind that I want to. This was just a video that I just decided to do before I call it a night. You can see I'm in bed now, just kind of relaxing, but I had to put something out. Well, good enough. Good night, everybody, and I'll talk to you in the morning, or afternoon, or the next day, whenever. Thanks.